For sure, atmosphere-wise, it's awesome. I always find it. I think it's cool if every single team is represented in the stadium with different jerseys, and people are yelling and screaming and just having a really good time in the stadium. So it's a different type of atmosphere in that regard, where it's not one team cheering for the other. It's just a fun atmosphere. And as for coming over here, obviously the time change is pretty quick, and there's been so much experience throughout the league with regards to coming out here and the science with regards to sleeping. Feel really good about the plan to get these guys ready.
Robert, how do you think the team has responded this week after the tough game Sunday?
I think they've been great. We've got the whole season ahead of us. We're 2-2. We're in the thick of it. Obviously, we're at the nothing part of football. This is a part of the season where teams start figuring out exactly who they are, and you're either climbing up the hill or you're staying at the bottom. And so this next quarter, if you will, these next 4 games are a big part of the season. But the guys are in great spirits and ready to get after it.
Do you have any updates on CJ?
CJ is going to continue to work. Who was the other one? AVT. I didn't know those. No, I'm just kidding. AVT is good. He'll be a full participant. So will Tyron. He was getting his. We gave him an extra rest day, so he'll be full today. Who else? That should be it.
Coach, how do you prepare to face a receiver like Justin Jefferson, who seems like a buck right now? 2 years ago, he's a bit of an this year.
Yeah, he's elite in every sense of the word. Elite off the ball, elite separator, elite at the catch point. So he's a big part of their offense, and they do a really good job getting him into a one-on-one situation. And when he's in those one-on-one situations, they take advantage of it. So obviously, we'll be aware of where he is. I'd love to sit here and say we're going to pitch a shutout, but he's going to get his. You just got to make sure you keep to a minimum.
Robert, do you think your players enjoy coming to play in London, and can they use it as a kind of boost to maybe take them through the rest of the season?
That'd be more of a question for them. For me, I know it's enjoyable. Like I said, I love the atmosphere. I love I love all you guys coming out, and it's awesome. It's a cool event. It is cool that New York. It is a pretty quick trip. It's no different than going to San Francisco. So we're up and down, and I know the guys feel good. I feel good. The guys feel good. It looks like everyone's awake and ready to roll, and hopefully we have a good practice.
Coach, there's a different type of pressure on you guys this year, maybe the pressure that the Jets aren't used to. How are you and the team dealing with it?
Pressure in New York? You can be an expansion team and still have the same amount of pressure. It doesn't matter. You got to win. It's New York. Expectation is to win. When you win, you're going to the Super Bowl. When you lose, fire everybody. And that's the world we live in. That's the world we embrace. We attack each week as a new week, which every week comes with the extremist amount of pressure. But we're made for it.'re built for it. So.
What is your practice expectation for CJ today, and also availability for Sunday?
So from an availability standpoint, we'll see. But his practice, he'll be part of Indo and just working through it all. Not gonna lie to you, it's probably a stretch, but we're not gonna rule him out quite yet.
Robert, Flores race that was Susie off the bus, but with what Garrett was able to do yesterday last week, do you think that's going to kind of be a blueprint people use until you guys show you can handle blitz?
Yeah, it's I don't want to say copycat league, but obviously we did not do a good job of it last week. And if I was calling plays as a D coordinator, you should anticipate it. So we'll see. Could he change his DNA and go three-man rush? I don't know, but we're ready for everything.
Kind of following up on that, how important is it to make sure that Aaron isn't taking that amount of punishment moving forward?
We're always going to do our best to protect him, whether it's extra people in protection, running the football, getting the ball in and out of his hands as quickly as possible, but let's be real. You got to win in this league. It's an explosive league. You've got to be able to create explosives, and you got to pick and choose your battles. But I think Aaron will be a lot better this week, and so the O line.
Do you guys
Yeah, they're Minnesota's playing at a very high level. I think Kevin O'Connell does as good a job as anybody, and Sam Darnold's playing fantastic football. I think what doesn't get enough credit for them is their offensive line. They're doing an unbelievable job protecting Sam and giving him time to throw the football. And when you have that as a play designer and caller, you can get as creative as you want. And some of these route concepts you're seeing aren't real unless you have a really good offensive line. And so credit to them. They're going to be a tremendous challenge, but a challenge that I know our guys embrace.
Coach, Aaron Rodgers did a stellar job of selling the New York Jets to the independent fans over here. And we give the opportunity to you. So why should people support the New York Jets?
Well, go back to it's New York, man. It's the big stage. We've got a fun group, a really fun group. We've got a group that plays hard. They love one another. They appreciate one another. They play for one another. And if you just turn it on, you can feel the energy that they give off. And because of it, it's jump on the wagon now because it's going to get full quick. So.
What do you think it's going to take for Aaron and Garrett to get on the same page that we've been talking about so much?
It's like I said, there's, you're starting to see different types of defenses where, you're over the last, first 4 weeks of the season, Tennessee's, I think they're number 1 in the NFL right now. Denver's number 2 or 3, and San Francisco's a top 10 team, and they all have tremendous back ends, so it's been tough, but at the same time, they've been working through some kinks, and the kinks coming into those far and few in between one-on-one opportunities that they get. But I know they're working at it. I know it's going to get closer, and as we continue to gel and discover our identity, I think it's going to continue it'll get better.
Okay, a couple more.
Say it one more time.
Sure, what game?
Oh, yeah. I think he's been doing great. He's a young man and you think about his history, he came in as a safety, tore his Achilles his first year, and he's done nothing but get better every single year, and I feel like he's really attacked at these in CJ's absence.
Garrett, and frustration can set in for wide receivers if they're not getting the ball a lot. Have you had to reassure him at all that's coming?
I think he knows. He's a competitor. I don't think I've ever met a receiver that doesn't want the ball, and especially someone like him who's, it's no different than the game of basketball. It's the stars want the ball. You want to win, give me the ball, and so of course that's his mindset. And but what's great about Garrett is he's the ultimate teammate. He's all in with his guys, and he goes to work every single day in practice, and he leaves it all on the football field. And I think that's why you see, you see him off the field, and then you see him in between the white lines like a completely different human, and that's just his competitive edge. It's what makes him special.
Coach,
You said in 2021 you had kind of a long commute to the Rocky on Saturday. Are you skipping that this year? Are you making any changes this year? You guys had a slow start.
Yeah, we're not doing that commute. Science says don't nap, and that was a recipe for napping. Felt like my 3-year-old in a car, but no, we're not doing that this year. We're going to stay local, and the facilities here are unbelievable. So we'll just keep it here and do our best to keep it moving.
How important is a quick start when you reflect on it? 2021 and 17-0.
Was it 17-0? It was 17. God bless it. Came back though. But no, anytime, any game, doesn't matter the location, London, United States, East Coast, West Coast, it doesn't matter. You always want to start fast. Put yourself in position to attack the second half in the fourth quarter, and if you're playing catch up the entire game, you're not leaving yourself much wiggle room. And which happened in 21. We didn't, it was either we played perfect the rest of the way, or when one slip up and you lose, and we had a slip up and we couldn't finish it off. So anytime, any game in the league, you want to start fast.
Vikings week has always been slightly different, slightly special for Aaron in terms of his history. You noticed that this week a little bit of extra motivation because of
think that'd be more of a no. I understand. I think that's more for him. I think he's so focused on his team and focused on the individuals here that he just wants to do great for New York right now. I don't think the opponent really matters to him.
Coach, last year some of the those players were unhappy with the first half. Is it something you consider, or how do you prepare for it?
I feel like our experience with the turf the first year was pretty good. We'll see what it is this year. Obviously, it's been a while, but we've got all kinds of cleats. I know our equipment guys, each player has 2 or 3 different pair of shoes that they can get into after warm-ups. But so once we get out there, we'll have a good feel by the end of warm-ups.
Coach, the Vikings defense is 14 points allowed, first interceptions. I mean, Iran didn't look bad either, but you guys had obviously a lot of changes in the off-season on the O-line. How do you sort of measure how the O-line's played in this early part of the season, and do you think it's key to get Brees a bit more involved on Sunday?
Yeah, with the exception of last Sunday, I felt like our O-line has played very well. Our offense has played well. Obviously, it wasn't very good on Sunday. But Minnesota, they've been elite at ball disruption, whether it's tip balls, interceptions, forced fumbles, sacks on the quarterback, tips at the line of scrimmage, tight windows, and tight passing windows. They've been relentless in that regard, and they do a good job trusting their pass rush. Their DBs are QB vision on the quarterback and just flying on any look that the quarterback gives, and so it's something you definitely got to be wary of. But I think our guys are up for the challenge.
Coach, everyone seems to talk about Brees Hall, but Braylon Allen coming into this offense, how impressed has he been with his first season?
Yeah, he's been awesome. He's been an awesome element and a compliment to Brees. The young man. The funny story I'll tell is that he's 240 pounds, and of course from a coach's standpoint, I'm like, God, if you could just lose 10 pounds and pick up another tenth of a second or something, a mile per hour on his GPS, and so we do all the testing, and the nutritionist said, he's only 6% body fat. He has no fat to lose, so he is a specimen in every sense of the word. He's smart. He's actually versatile out of the backfield as a pass-catching back, and so we're very fortunate to have him. I know I was too lazy to take the sweatshirt off, but we are recognizing a local high school, so we're recognizing Ealing Fields High School from West London. They're our back-to-back UK Jets Girls Flag League champions, so good for them. They'll receive their championship rings and be honored at the game on Sunday. Good luck to Ealing Fields as they represent the UK in the International Flag Tournament at Hotspur Stadium on Monday. Appreciate you guys.